welcome to the weekly review with Sean Ciroc. I am Sean Keenan-Torres Sr. Of course, I am joined along with.
And it's your boy Ciroc the Mike. What's good?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You know, it's another hit, another day, another month in the books. You know, 2021, the month of January is done. So we are officially really in 2021.
Damn, I forgot. I didn't forget, but like January, sometimes January just seems like it's forever.
Yeah.
And I kind of forgot that, you know, there's obviously more months throughout the year. It's like January to December, and it was like, damn, it's been a year already. Nah, it's a great month, man. It's Black History Month.
Yes,
Shout out to all the blacks.
Black History Month. You know, we lost a great right before Black History Month, but it's kind of fitting. You know, Cicely Tyson, she passed away.
Who did?
So Cicely Tyson, yeah, she's an actress, big time actress. She's
Cicely Tyson.
She's been in numerous movies with
is she in my like generational group?
If you watch the Medea movies or all those movies, then yeah, you've definitely seen her. She's always been the one that kind of can pull and take control of a scene.
What's her first name?
Cicely, Cicely, or Ciccely.
Oh, Cecil. Am I saying it right? Psycho?
No. I literally just said it.
I thought it said Psycho.
And you still
Sicily. Sicily. No, I'm thinking Italy when you say Sicily. Cicely Tyson. But then I went on Google and somebody wrote Psycho. And it was like, did you mean Psycho? I was like, I don't know. Do I mean Psycho? Psycho Tyson? Now I got a bicycle and Mike Tyson popping up. How is this? Okay, now I see her. Cicely Tyson. Oh, yeah. Oh, she looked great for her age, I think.
Yeah, she was.
Well, she's dead. But
I mean, she was in her, late 80s, early 90s, you know, I believe. But, you know, the fact that, you know, we lost a great actor, is a great performer right before, you know, in the month that we celebrate Martin Luther King.
And Hank Aaron.
And Hank Aaron, you're absolutely right. You know, it was kind of fitting that, you know, not that it was fitting that they lost their life, but it's fitting that going into this year is kind of a testament that says, okay, we want some change this year. We lost two greats, you know, some greats already. So why not try and push this more and pay attention more?
Right.
You know, so yeah, this is one of those things.
A lot of deaths this year. Besides obviously the pandemic, but a lot of big name deaths, I guess. Kobe, Black Panther.
Yeah.
And now these, it's like, damn, 2020 just came with the vengeance. Then it was just
it did. Yes, it did. I mean, it's 2020 is a year out of my years on this earth that I really want to forget.
Yeah.
just go away. But yet, you know, it's not. You know that this is going to stick, and it's going to be the 1 year that's going to stick out. Like 9/11, this is going to stick out in your life for the entirety of your life.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, you know, we've been through. Well, at least I mean, obviously we're not too far apart in age, but like, you know, we've been through a pandemic. Like you hear about pandemics like in movies, and you know, 100 years ago, it's like, oh man, people still dying from pandemics, and then it's just like, boom, now you in one, and I'm just like, you know, I guess it's not terrible, but you know, it could be better. And then we also had, you know, as far as my memory, I can remember like 9/11, you know, so like we had some like decent events, like historical events happen in our, you know, lifetime, like early
Oklahoma
on.
Oklahoma City.
I don't remember that as much.
You would have been really young. You would have been probably like,
what was that, 95?
I think it was 90. Yeah, it was like 94, 95. So you would have been really young, but that was a big one for me. And it still sticks out, you know, to this day. I know about it. I can still see the federal building with a big hole in the side. So it's, you know, certain things just stick out.
2 wars,
hugely.
Desert Storm, Iraq.
You know, we're never going to forget Afghanistan. We're never going to forget we got Osama bin Laden. Yep. I have forgotten where they got him. I forgot where they got him, but I know that we got him. Yeah. You forgot about it, but it's still in your head. If someone started talking and something like that, like I just said it pops right back in your head immediately, and everything surrounding him is like right back there.
It's like, I remember Obama being on TV. It was in the late afternoon, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever. And it was like, you know, my fellow Americans, I'm like, oh shit, what happened this time? And he's like, you know, I instructed SEAL Team 6, right? From what I can remember. SEAL Team 6 and undercover operations and the assassination or death of known terrorists, most wanted man in the world, Osama bin Laden. That would suck. I would hate to be the most wanted person in the world.
The entire world. You can't go anywhere. Pretty much.
Damn. It's just like when you watch The Dark Knight and they're like, Batman has no jurisdiction. Like, damn, you mean to tell me this is like they're gonna get you regardless.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get yourself. So yeah, man.
I mean, to live in fear for what, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, he was gone for a minute.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as you don't like be on Instagram and Snapchat and shit, I'm pretty sure it's easy to. I mean, you somewhere in a cave in Afghanistan. Yeah, like I don't, man. That just goes to show you when America really wants to get you, they'll get you. Like,
yeah, that's the key word. When they really want to get you, they're going to really get you.
Yeah, man. It's like, could you imagine being even in the top 10 most wanted list? You'd be like, damn. Like,
yeah, that would be bad enough. Just that, that would be good. That's like I can't even leave the country because if I try to leave the country, they already know what I look like. If I can't, stay home, I can't go to the mountains because they're gonna look those places first. What the hell do I do?
You have to be. You ever see that show, Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like you have to have that like skill set, basically.
Pretty much. You
got to be able to go into the wilderness, off the map, and just live. And you basically live with the grizzly bears.
But now here's what's funny. Now we have things like Coachella, Burning Man, all that kind of stuff. So all those places that you would normally go to disappear are now getting flooded by a bunch of 20-year-olds.
A bunch of Molly poppers kind of having overdosing on ecstasy and dehydrated as hell. I mean, I guess that would be it. I mean, like, so if you saw Bin Laden, that'd be the last place they'd look. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw Osama Bin Laden at Coachella. I'm not sure. But then, like, why would you imagine?
Could you imagine? Osama Bin Laden was spotted at Burning Man. Yeah, but he was not the Burning Man.
Yeah, like what place would he be? Like Osama Bin Laden spotted at Obama's inauguration. Like what? Like how did he? He just just by the way read Osama Bin Laden seen here at McDonald's getting a McDouble.
Well, it was funny. I do remember for a few years after 9/11, like not the first, but after a couple of years, people started thinking that since we hadn't gotten him, since we had not, found him or whatever, that he was in the U.S. So everyone was speculating, oh, this guy looks like Osama. This guy looks like Osama.
That would suck to look like even that little resemblance,
Yeah.
And you got a turban on, it's a wrap, man. That's like, I felt so bad for, people of, I mean, you could say Muslim, you can say Muslims, you can say, people from Arabic descent where, culture-wise, you wear different types of clothing and coverings. And, if you got on a Osama Bin Laden outfit, ignorant people here and across the world would just be like, yo, F you, like just
and that's the thing, it's not even as Arabic descent, is you can have pretty much if you're Middle Eastern descent or you look like you're Middle Eastern descent. So you can be Indian, you could be Sikh, you could be any of those. Taiwan, not Taiwanese, but
Louis Farrakhan.
Indonesian. Louis Farrakhan. And you look like them, and you're gonna get something handed to you, unfortunately.
And it's still and the sad part is Osama bin Laden is dead. What's the other dude? Saddam Hussein is dead. All these people have been killed or killed themselves or whatever. And still to this day, they're still the same type of animosity or jokes. It's just I mean, I get it. I make jokes myself, so I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but it's just like
but there's still some jokes that are just not
Turban
jokes.
Head, is that one of them? Goat, what do they call it? Goat something? I don't know. Trust me, you play Call of Duty and you be in the lobbies, you hear all types of insults and slurs, and I was just like, damn, I ain't never heard of that one yet.
Yeah. I mean, what's funny is now at least some of the video games, are starting to get to the point where they're, what's the word? They are no longer just using Middle Eastern Arabic descent people as the opposing force. Now they're going back to like using Russia. Like China,
Russia always seems to be like the target as far as like the
Russia should be the target. So I mean, I'm not even gonna say no of it. Russia should be the target in most all video games.
Well, I feel like over there in Russia, like Putin just be like, he just put his fist down and he just ruled with an iron fist, man. It's
Well,
like
they gave the guy that ran against them, Alex Navy, they just had it. I call it a kangaroo court, but they just sentenced him to 3.5 years today. Yeah.
Wait, they said it's in a prison because he ran against Putin?
No, they said it was for an embezzlement charge, an old embezzlement charge. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with the prison for a speeding ticket 20 years ago.
Yeah. You are judged and juried. I don't think you even have a jury, but you're judged and juried immediately. Yeah. I mean, look how fast that went. 2 days.
Can you imagine? Yeah, like you go to court, you ain't got a lawyer, and then like you look up at the judge and it's actually Putin. You like, what the? I just ran against it. Like guilty. Like I didn't even say anything. Like I know, but you're guilty though.
It's his face with video conference. So how was go ahead.
No, that didn't
happen. So how was your weekend, man? What's going on?
It was good, man. You know, Super Bowl, obviously preparations have been in effect for, you know, maybe 1 or 2 weeks now.
Is the bar doing anything special like for COVID?
Yeah, so
for the Super Bowl, or is it still the same old?
So if you're in Tampa and you are watching the game outside of your house, good luck finding reasonably priced admission fees, I guess, to any bar, restaurant, or pretty much any place with a TV is going to charge you just to get inside.
Oh, so, coverage charges.
Yeah. Because I mean, you understand with any big game, you know, there's not going to be a lot of movement. You know, people are going to kind of get to their table, sit there the whole game, and that's it. And with limited seating as is, you know, we I forgot how much we're charging, but it's not cheap. I think it's $500 or something like that a table. Ooh. A table, yeah, and it's and I think it's I could be wrong, but I think it's minimum 6 or 7 people per table. So it's like, so you know, you can't just be like, you know,
not one person sitting there going, at a table. I am king at a table. You know, I pay my 500, whatever.
Exactly. So, and I'm sure we'll have some type of like flood line to where like if somebody doesn't show or anything like that, they have the option to come in and pay. And I think we're doing $200 all you can drink, like anything.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah,
because I'm going top shelf the whole time for one.
Right. So think about this. So it's 500 minimum, 7 people at a table. I mean, that's what's 500 divided by 7? What's that like?
About 85 or so.
$60, 65 bucks a person. We'll just say right around there. And then 200 unlimited drinking per person. So you pretty much you get a table and pay $260 to drink as much as you want. So, I mean, and you think, I don't know, most drinks are, say if you get some high.
So you have quality, to have a table to get the the unlimited drink.
Yeah. So say for instance, if you don't want to get the unlimited drinks, you can still get a table, get food and eat and hang out at the table and all that crap, but you won't get the unlimited drink. So I mean, you just got to factor if it's $8 a drink. I mean, 200 divided by 8 is damn. I'm about to be embarrassed as shit with my mask right now. What was that? Two? I don't know. Well, I don't think I could drink $200 worth of alcohol.
You'd be surprised at the things you can do.
200.
If you paid 200, you're gonna do everything in your power to drink that $200.
God, that's a lot.
But like you said though, not just you. So you're gonna get a couple drinks, take them back to your table, like, yay, here you go, guys. That's
I don't know if shots is included with the unlimited. I don't know if like being able to give out drinks to people is included. Because then technically I know that's not included. Yeah. But we get people you're not like 20 shots. Let me get 20 for the table, and then like they'll get up and leave, and they'll order 20 drinks. That happens a lot. You know how many times people like order shit and they just never drink it or take it and they just leave.
What?
Some people just like just to buy stuff.
Now I know like the end of the day, like towards the end of the night, you know, people trying to flex or whatever, they probably do that. You know, hey, I got drinks for the table, blah 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 blah. Do you guys, if they order a certain amount, is there like, do you guys pre-charge them? That's like, do you guys already have their tab, or do you?
Yeah. Or is it? So we keep a tab open. Not necessarily a certain amount. I mean, you can get one drink and start a tab and cash out later, but you know, it's better to start a tab, especially on, you know, weekends, because everybody's, you know, oh, I'm just getting one drink. Yeah, okay. Literally 8 hours later, they're still there, you know, plastered or, you know, or somewhere else. So, you know, it's funny. Like the next morning, we always get a whole bunch of phone calls like, Hello. Hey, I was wondering if you guys found an iPhone, a wallet, a watch, a jacket, hand sanitizer, some underwear, and a left shoe with no shoestrings in it. Like, yeah,
I
we got
believe it.
it. Like, yeah,
I
we got
believe.
it.
Yeah, everything you just named, we have it right here.
Yeah. There'll be like 30 credit cards that are still left there that we have to close out. So yeah, man. I mean, but I would say this: it's better than being up in Michigan or anywhere in the north where I think they, as of yesterday, they just kind of laxed a little bit with the indoor seating with restaurants and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm happy what we got down here, and we could kind of have a little bit more freedom than most places.
Yeah. So, you and I kind of agree and disagree when it comes to the whole COVID thing.
Right.
But it's not when it comes to COVID, because we both agree about the whole COVID thing. But I'm saying when it comes to the implementation of like mandates and stuff like that here around
Right.
town. But it's a reason. I am
Right.
not employed. I am retired. I have a pension, blah. So me sitting at home is not an issue besides this job me freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I mean, absolutely out of my mind. But other than that, is not the issue. You are what, you work in a bar. So you have to have that.
Yeah. I need
And
people.
yeah, and without that, there's no stimulus that's going to help you. There's
Right.
no, because I mean, stimulus that's made to stimulate the economy. 2 stimulus checks in a year.
A
Come
year.
on,
Yeah. It's been a
come on.
damn. When did we get the first one? In April?
In April, yeah. Look how fast they passed out in April.
That was quick.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Immediately.
so so I understand. I do understand, and that's why I don't ever, because I understand that you have to have that income, because that
Right.
income, you be on the street or whatever.
Well, I would say
Whereas
this. I'd be okay if they gave us enough, like a legit amount. Like if they gave you just like kind of like unemployment, whatever. If they gave you an amount that was, you know, similar or close to what you would have made anyway if if things were
if you
normal.
stayed home, yeah.
Right. Then, it'd be so much easier for, the hospitality crowd or the out and about crowd to be like, I guess I can stay home, because I got enough money, I can chill. But when they give you like these little like crumbs and shit, like that ain't gonna work, man.
No,
$600.
and
That's
then
that's if you got a family of 5, that's probably your phone bill. Who knows?
yep, yeah,
So
exactly. So I mean, oh yeah, that was easily a phone bill.
right.
That's actually, I've seen phone bills higher than that.
Yeah.
Just, I mean,
Shit.
so heck, my phone bill when I was at AT&T was $800. Now, granted, that included internet and some other stuff.
Oh, okay. So this is all combined with everything. Okay.
Yeah, but it was still $800 at the end of the day. So I understand it, and I do want them to enforce the mask. Actually, you know what? I'm not against things being open.
Right.
I'm against the mask mandates not being enforced more forcefully.
Right. I mean,
because
I agree.
like you just said, we talked before the show, you guys got fined,
Yeah.
but the one across the street,
one little, mishap.
Slight. There's one little slight, 100. I won't say it cost, but that cost, just for this. Come on. Now, if it was right here,
and I think
I
it was
I could agree. But right here,
it was in reference to he put it down to tell somebody something. One of the customers to sit down or whatever, and that's how they caught him. So it wasn't even like he was just standing there with his thing. He was like, "Hey, so and so, you guys sit down." Yeah, but we got a target on our back. So,
but yeah, and like you said, they didn't even go to the ones across the street. So they need to uniformly, and before I even say that, so there's a smoke shop. There's a couple of smoke shops here around the area, and as our audience knows, I am a marijuana smoker. I like my ganja. I like my weed.
I hear you.
So of course I'm going to frequent these places. Both places, the employees wear a mask now, but at one place, the employee did not wear a mask for almost the entire year.
Shit, man, how you get away with that?
But the other one has worn a mask this whole time. So there's no uniformity there. They're not far away apart. They're barely a mile away from each other.
Yeah,
so it's not.
And that's the thing. Even the there's a couple gas stations I go to, and like I wear a mask inside, but like the clerk is not even wearing a mask.
Oh my God, that scares. You know, everyone has to get gas.
I'm not
That
gonna
is
put
crazy.
I'm not gonna put them on blast because I go to this gas station a lot, and I mean I don't. Well, they're not like. I think they're not American at all. All right, listen, let me stop giving clues to where I'm about to pinpoint exactly. Like, yeah, it's right at this corner.
You're about to do one or two things. You're about to say either something racist as shit,
no, I
or give
wasn't.
clues, or no. Or I'm not saying you're not intentionally because, or actually give out what the person's name or whoever it was because you're trying like, so hard not to say it. So you're gonna describe it and say this, and oh wait, because I said a racist thing.
Well, because if you know me, then you know what gas what gases I'm probably talking about. But yeah, they weren't wearing masks, and like they weren't wearing masks, but I didn't really even notice that they weren't wearing masks, even though I was looking straight at them because I was so worried about me forgetting to grab my mask. And so I came through, I was like, oh shit, my mask, the whole like scramble, ran back to the car, grabbed my mask, got what I was buying. And I just kind of noticed that they weren't wearing masks, but I didn't really care because I was like, well, they own the place, so I guess it's their rules. So I don't know. I think a lot of people follow the rules when the authorities around. Like right now, like everybody's wearing masks because of the added security for the Super Bowl and all this, all the media coverage. But give it to next Monday, it's gonna be. I think they'll kind of lax up for the rest for everyone else.
Back to like it, and see that's the thing is we don't enforce it really because DeSantis said I'm not gonna really punish you for not wearing a mask. So
yeah, I mean,
so he pretty much told the counties you can ticket them all you want to, but if they appeal it or whatever up to my level, nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna toss it out.
I don't, and I mean I'm not. I don't hate DeSantis and I don't love him. I'm, he's just whatever. He's the governor.
I don't like the guy. I will admit I don't like the guy.
I mean, I'm not a big Republican fan, but I'm not a big Democrat fan either.
No, but just my name Democrats I don't like either. Let's start with what's her what's that
bitch's name?
Dang, I can't remember her name right now. But there's quite a few. There's quite a few that I don't, on both sides.
I was gonna say I do give him credit for kind of sticking to his guns as far as like saying that we're gonna stay open for this because it benefits me. But if we were switched positions, I'm saying like I'd have a totally different mindset. I'd be like, no, and why we're not closing down? So I guess I see it from both sides. So either way, everybody seems hopefully better than other states. So yeah, I guess that's good.
Yeah, I'm just ready to get that super vaccine. And get
you're getting the vaccine?
I was gonna wait, but no one's really.
Actually, the one somebody grows a third eye on their forehead or something.
Here's what's funny. So everyone wants the Moderna or the Pfizer one because it's 94% effective.
Do you get to choose?
Yeah. They didn't say at first you get to choose, but then they released a news report later on saying you get to choose. Well, you get to know which one you're gonna get beforehand. So I take that as you get to choose. I want the Johnson Johnson one. Granted, it's only 68, it's only 74% effective with one shot, but none of their people died and none of their people went to the hospital. So yeah, that's
all right.
Yeah. So I'm
so how many vaccines are out there? Just three. Okay, yeah. Big dog.
There's another one coming up. There's another one coming up pretty soon in I believe England or one of those European countries. I believe there's another one coming up too.
Okay.
That's about to pop. So we're soon to have 4 out there. So
but isn't like this? There isn't. I was seeing on the news they were talking about. It's like a different strand of COVID.
Yeah.
Spreading. Like, does the vaccine protect against that?
Protects against a couple of them. A couple of the vaccines do protect against them. But apparently, and I forget which one is not as effective as protecting you against one. It doesn't say it doesn't work. It's just not as effective.
Do you need to take a vaccine if you've already had COVID and had antibodies? When the antibodies work the same way as the vaccine?
So a report just came out today stating that, that's kind of funny you said that. A report came out today stating that if you have had the antibodies, as far as COVID-19, the original, you're good.
Right.
They don't say it for how long, but you're good. The other two, not so much, especially the South African strain. But it's not like you can pick what strain you get from.
I don't want that
Tom
one.
or Dick.
Right. Damn.
But it's a South African one that's apparently is his boss and everybody.
And it's over here now, right?
Yep. First one was found in South Carolina.
How did it's funny? I saw that about the whole South African strand the other day, and I was coming from the gym. And
wait. Africa always bring it in strong. Just saying.
Yeah, hey, there we go. Well, South Africa doesn't really count, man. It ain't no really.
It's still Africa. It's still they went through apartheid and all that stuff.
Nah,
but...
South Africa is like Texas. Like they just want to do their own thing. They want to do their own thing. You know what I mean? They want to reap the benefits of everything, but then like make it known that hey, we ain't like the rest of them, by the way. But I was coming from the gym and I had recently heard about the whole new I mean, just from people talking. And I was behind this GMC or one of those big SUV trucks, and I looked at the plate and I said South Africa. I was like, God damn. Like, man, what's the odds I'm behind a dude from South Africa or a girl, who knows? But I'm thinking like, man, this dude is the probably the culprit.
That's the first thing that pops in your head.
Yeah, like who's traveling from South Africa right now?
No, well, I can't say no one because there are people traveling from South Africa.
I mean, unless you what's her name? Charlize Theron. That's the only South African person I know.
What's his name is also South African. Trevor Lawrence. Not Trevor Lawrence.
I was like,
the Daily Show with
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah, that's it.
He's South African? I thought he was like British.
No, he's South African.
Europe. Oh.
No. He was actually during our apartheid. Mm-hmm. He was under what's the word? Threat of death. Because he was mixed. And
oh damn, so you don't know where to go.
Yeah, they were killing. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You don't even got a side to choose. He's like, well, I mean, you would think it would be like a, twice as much freedom and power, but it's like the opposite,
Yeah.
You can't, as far as the fit in aspect of it. But damn, that's crazy, man. New strain from South Africa. I mean, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. I'm sure next year it'll be some newer strain that's, I think it's bad, but I don't think it's, like I said, the media makes it seem a lot worse than it is.
And what's funny is more and more people are paying attention, which is a good thing. We do want more people to pay attention to the news and media and all that, to news media. But it's like the media has now decided, oh, wait, we've gotten all this attention. Let's make this as sensational as possible so we keep those people. So instead of a smaller news story being a small story, like on today, apparently the Trump impeachment lawyers sent over their answer or whatever, and they misspelled the word united. And they tried to blow that up. It's okay. It's typo missing a D.
At the capital. Title at the nation's cap. Typo at the nation's cap. Like, that's like, when you see shit like that, that's how like they're grasping for something.
Yeah, for some type. They were grasping. Yeah.
When the more ridiculous the story, the more like, the studio's hurting. I see. Yeah, this is the way I see it.
Yeah.
It's Mike Pence, the fly on his head. Like, that's news coverage.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It was funny.
That's Twitter news covers. That's internet news. That ain't what
that's not NBC Nightly
to
news.
The public.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't believe that it even made NBC Nightly News. I cannot believe it made it. That was a stupid news story.
They might put it on 60 Minutes. I'm gonna be surprised if a couple months from now it'll be this. Hey, Mr. 60 Fly. Minutes, The Fly. We got the exclusive interview with The Fly that led on Mike Pence, exactly. And he has a lot to say.
His hair was like snow.
I thought I saw some cocaine in his hair. Okay, I got some buddies back over at the larva pit. Oh man.
Man. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, with Twitter, trying to as far as like our next topic here, the God,
that's what I was about to say.
The
Go
Messiah,
right ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Musk has as of today, which is Tuesday the 2nd. Today is 2. No, yesterday was 2/1/21. Damn it, today's 2/2/21. But anyway, Elon Musk, as of today, taking a hiatus from.
That's actually not the story I was going to do, but hey,
Twitter. Oh, that was. Oh, damn.
But we're close. We're close.
All right. So yeah, taking a hiatus from the Twitter platform, which is, I mean, I wouldn't say surprising. A lot of people
Not
kind of
after the last few weeks, I am
yeah.
not surprised with any of that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So like, I don't even know why this is news, but but Elon has had a big influence, with the whole GameStop and all that stuff that's been going on the past week to week and a half. And then all of a sudden he's just like, all right, I'm taking a break.
How's your GameStop stock doing?
Oh,
I didn't buy
I
any.
never, I didn't have any, man. I missed the boat. I'm the type if FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out
Yeah.
is huge in stocks and a lot of stuff. But, I don't, by the time I read about it, usually means it's too late.
Yeah, I missed it too, but I did join that
the
that
subreddit
Reddit page. Yeah.
Wall Street Bets. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I did. But here's the thing. So I had some stock in silver futures.
Okay.
Apparently, I went to the site and this guy is a random dude that said, "Hey, I see myself buying stock in silver futures in the future." I'm like, okay. My stock jumped up 5% the first day, 7% the next day. Right. I have already just on one share of stock, which people think won't think this is a small number, but on one share, just on one share of stock, the stock price was $28. I made $1.83 off of it already in 2 days.
29
in 2 days. Yeah,
you gotta buy 100 of them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
1,000 of them.
It jumped 7% in 2 days. Now, granted, it's not that 55,000% that GameStop did, but it's more of a reasonable long-term.
Right. Those type of commodities are, they're, you don't have to worry about them tanking. Like for instance, today GameStop and AMC and a lot of those, short those stocks that were shorted have or squeezed, excuse me, have all kind of tanked a little bit. Yeah, and it sucks for like say if you never invested or you're new to investing, and I'm fucking new to investing. I mean, I've only been doing it for like a little over a year. Yeah. And you're new to investing, you want to throw some you on a hype train, you want to throw some money in, you're part of the Wall Street bets group on Reddit, and like you get in and then it tanks and you don't know why, obviously, because you're new, and it's just like it kind of scares you away from wanting to really invest, especially if you just hop in and lose money immediately. Like that's the biggest way to be like, F this, I'm never investing in stocks. Everything is crooked. Yep, it's a scheme. They're manipulating the market. And some of that stuff is true, but it's like, so you gotta be careful with those, man. With those, like I've been a part of Wall Street Bets for maybe a year and a half. And some of the stuff is good advice, but then, at the end of the day, you gotta think about like, all right, who is this person on the other side? Like it went from when I joined, it was like a couple 100,000 in the group. And then obviously as of recently, they're like at 4 million. Like,
oh my God.
Really? You can't assume those 3.5 million people are all know what the hell they're doing, are experts, but they're free to comment on anything and give advice because it's not really regulated like that. And it's just, you gotta be careful with that stuff, man.
Do you think, I don't get by Elon Musk, but do you think now that they were successful, that this group was successful in making a ton of cash for, I'm not going to say a small number of people, a ton of cash for a certain number of people quickly through using the same exchanges, the same methods that the other side uses, that the people who are making the rules for the stock market, the people who are heavily invested, the hedge fund managers and all those, the people who make the rules for the stock market. Do you think now that the rules are now slightly skewed, slightly changed, that we're going to change that a little bit, that now it's going to be a little more even playing field?
Yes and no. I think Wall Street can see what happens when people come together for the the right cause, which was, I think, was probably the best part, is seeing a couple million strangers literally all agree on one thing that wasn't like political. Yeah, that wasn't like politically driven, or like, we weren't voting for president or anything like that. It was just like, hey, we want to make some money and let's all, kind of get together to do this. And it worked, for the time being. But at the end of the day, Wall Street and these hedge funds, I mean, they have like FU money. Like they can hold out a lot longer than some of these, than the regular Joe Schmo. So I think they notice, but it's almost like in the future they'll be even more like, what's what we're looking for. I don't know. I don't think it will be as easy to do it again. I
Well,
guess you could say that. Now they're aware that that
they're
could happen.
aware. And if you, I don't know if you looked at your Robinhood app, but I looked at my Charles Schwab and my Robinhood app. There's now, they've now separated stock. So I have on one side, I have my normal portfolio that I've had for a long time. AstraZeneca's on there, Plantronic, whatever. On the other side, they've now put that silver future stock that I've told you about. They have now put it under basically it's a limited market for that. I can only buy a certain amount of stocks in that one per day.
They did that to a few other stocks as well. So like basically what they're so they obviously can go on Reddit too. It's not like they're just geared, like it's a private group or anything like that. But so they know all those hype stocks that are being blown up, they're watching. And then once it's a influx of people trying to buy, they'll straddle it to where like you can only buy so many. And the way Robinhood did it was kind of messed up. They kind of screwed a lot of people, but at the end of the day, they probably saved more people from losing money than the actual people that made money. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, yes, the way they did it was messed up. Two, they could have did like been more transparent as far as what was going on and not seem as shady as it looked. But I think they probably saved a lot of people. Like right now, the stock is tanking. And imagine if you have, 300,000 users of Robinhood, just for an example, who don't know what the hell they're doing. And then have all this money. I mean, some people, I don't know if you're reading the thread. Some people are like putting like their life savings, like they're, cashing out their 401k. That like when that like, it's funny. Like the allure of making a lot of money will make you do some stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I would never. I mean, I can't tell what other people do, but can you imagine someone draining their 401k to put money in a stock that has built hype from a bunch of strangers on a social media platform who have no credentials? Some do.
None. You don't even know what they look like, what their real name is. Like you don't know what their real name is at all. You have no idea.
You could be talking to like an 11-year-old who doesn't have no idea what GameStop is and could easily type on here, put money into this, and you as an adult can be like, oh man, should I just put my entire savings in this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta see who I'm talking to. So,
my
kudos.
Entire 401k. I mean, that is just wow.
Kudos to the ones that made money, but I feel bad for the majority that probably didn't. And then like, to kind of circle back around to the whole Elon thing, like all he had to do, he was a big influence. He makes a quick tweet and he has millions of followers, and it's just like a domino. It's like boom, all suddenly all these people are doing it. I kind of think that's why he kind of took a break from Twitter. I think
do you think they're going to see him as a
as
an accessory kind of to the whole scheme?
I think
because the SEC is the Security Exchange Commission, for those who are wondering.
Can you hear that dog barking?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, somebody shut them up. Like people like, oh my God, I love dogs, but I hate
people don't take care of them
sometimes. Yeah, people don't. I won't say other people's dogs, but like when I'm like recording and then like some dog is barking at the wall, like when you live in a complex, like I gotta find this. Like I want to find this person, knock on their door, kick their door down, and say, "Would you either feed your dog or get a shot collar or kill them?" Just kidding. I'm not saying you should kill your pets, but you know what I mean. Like when someone's annoying you at the moment, you're just like, yeah, all right, shut up.
This is why we can't wait to get back into a studio, because
I don't have to worry about puppies being puppies.
Random people walking into your office saying, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, but it's part of the authenticity of of what we're doing. And this is real. This isn't we're not faking it. We're making the best of our situation. And then like with Elon, like you said, I think you're right. I think he doesn't want to be seen as responsible, even though he kind of is a little bit responsible. So
well, the Security Exchange Commission, I literally just cut you off twice. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. So I think like he's kind of like, all right, let me shut the hell up, because I like when somebody's lost money and something that you wanted them to make money in, you kind of just kind of fade away. And I think him saying, I'm taking a break from Twitter is saying, all right, I don't need this type of heat. I got $1 billion company to run. Let me just mind my business for a second.
And that's exactly like that type of heat, because the Security Exchange Commission, they're now investigating, of course, that whole stock jump,
Right.
which, duh, I mean, a stock jump 5,000% in a day, you're going to investigate. I understand that.
Right.
I mean,
Martha Stewart.
yeah, but at the same time, they put it out there like the SEC is investigating while Robinhood stopped people from being able to trade. But
Right.
what they didn't put out is that SEC is not going to just look at one little thing. They're looking at the whole picture. So if they're looking at the whole picture and they see that, oh, here's this billionaire pushing people to go buy the stock.
Yeah.
Then people are going to be like, oh, wait. Then the Exchange Commission be like, well, he was a part of it. And we have proof literally in writing of him saying, go buy GameStop stock. Yeah. And if a billionaire tells you, hey, I'm gonna buy stock in this thing and it's less than $50, plenty of people are going.
Yes. Yeah. Well, if he's doing it, he's the richest man in the world. Obviously, he knows something.
Yeah. So I think it can be seen as, okay, I've gotten too political and too performance. I've become too much of a performer. Because his thing with Trump, of course, his thing with Twitter, he loves Twitter. He loved Twitter. So the fact he's taking a break says a lot, because I mean, he posts on Twitter a lot. All his new vehicles are pretty much first released on Twitter.
Yeah, so, I mean, like that's the big communication platform for, it's some simplicity. It's not like Facebook where like, this is what I'm doing, all that crap. But yeah, I think he's just trying to kind of revert back to focusing on Tesla and SpaceX and whatever else they got kind of brewing up in their lab.
Which you should, and then we're moving on. Which you should, because now SpaceX, they're sending 4 civilians, is the way I call them. 4 people who have
he better not be one of
experience. I don't know. There's going to be another billionaire on the flight. So, well, actually, there's going to be 2 billionaires on this flight.
So, a lot of money.
The commander is a billionaire. The commander of the person taking up, he's a billionaire. He's a pilot, certified pilot, all that stuff. He's many hours in the air. He even has his own personal Air Force. This guy does.
What the hell you need that for?
I don't know.
They know? Do they know? I mean, obviously they know shit we don't know, but do they know something that's about to happen?
That we don't know. That's fun,
because I mean, if you think about it, SpaceX was made pretty quick. Like they mastered some stuff pretty fast, and then Elon goes off the radar, and then I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a new strand of COVID, and the other billionaire, Mr. Bezos, steps down as CEO.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to too. And as you know, as I was going to say, there's another billionaire that's going to be on this flight, and they did not name, because there's going to be a total of 4 people on this flight. 2 people are going to be picked at random from all of us. Basically, if you volunteer or something like that, if you volunteer
to space.
or if you've made a donation to St. Jude for any amount, penny to 100 for any amount, your name is down in that list for them to pick for this flight. So those are going to be 2 people.
Do you have to go?
And then there's no. And then there's another person who's going to be picked, is also another billionaire, which they didn't name that other billionaire. Now that, as we just saw, Bezos has now stepped down as, Amazon CEO.
They up to something, man. You can't tell me the 2 richest men in the world, all the time they want to do. One wants to get off Twitter, and the other one doesn't want to run his company anymore. Nah, they know something. We about to die. I can see it. It's a meteorite coming to Earth. Elon and Jeff Bezos made a deal. He said, look, Jeff said, look, Elon, I need you to build us a rocket ship to get us the hell off this planet because shit is coming in hot. And Elon's like, don't worry, bro. I got you. I'm about to get a whole bunch of people to buy some GameStop stocks, which I own a lot of. And then we're going to disappear. Me, you can bring a friend. And you can bring a +1. And we going to Mars. We're going to Mars. To the moon or whatever they fucking say.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Not to be conspiratorial, but I have to agree with you there. I mean, there's something, it doesn't look good for the rest of us when super rich people do very secret like things, or things are rushed very quickly. Now we all know money talks. We all know money talks. But when that pilot was killed a few years ago, we thought that was going to be pretty much the not the end of their program, but basically out in Nevada somewhere. But we thought that was going to be basically a restart of this program. They didn't restart. They just picked it right back up, like, okay, and kept on going. So to get that many in that, to go to, it took us,
oh my God,
10,
I
15
want to
years.
strangle this puppy.
I believe it. It took us, what, 10, 15 years just to come up with NASA and all that good stuff. But it took Musk 7 years to go from drawing a spaceship.
It's like he just drew it on a napkin.
Yeah.
He just drew it on a napkin. And next thing you know, it was in space.
Exactly. I mean, from boom to boom in 7 years. I don't care how much money you got. I mean, we're a country.
Yeah,
and it took us a lot longer.
He's doing like some movie type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you can make a movie about what they've accomplished in that time frame. It's unreal.
But here's the question. No, that's the thing. It used to be unreal because it was it was improbable. But I'm going to say impossible, but it was improbable.
Right.
Now it's done. So it's no longer unreal or improbable. This guy did it in less than a decade, or just at a decade. Either way, it's still quicker than NASA came about.
Yeah. And he did
this insanity with just out of his own pocket, not with the country's backing. His own. I mean, he's at government contracts now, but when he started his program, he had no government contracts. He was just, I want to have a space force, basically.
He also has the Neuralink. I think that's a work in progress. Would you ever do that? Take like have it implanted, the Neuralink?
Yeah, I don't.
It's not like I think it's just more of a motor function type of thing. Like, say if you were like paralyzed, it kind of like, reconnect the neurons that facilitate. I mean, I guess if you're paralyzed and you got a Neuralink and they got your legs working, would you be like walking like a baby at first? Would you be crawling?
Yeah, you would. You have to relearn how to walk.
I thought. Yeah, it's like, damn, I haven't done this since I was a baby.
I would. I don't because it goes to the same question I'm going to ask you. Maybe not. I'm not gonna say maybe not. If it makes me, if I can walk in, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to walk in. But here's my question to you.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 4 people going to space. 2 of those are random slots, pretty much. Actually, no. The other one isn't a random slot. It's going to a medical staffer, blase, who had cancer, beat cancer, is now a medical staff at St. Jude. But so there's one random slot. Anyone can get it. Maybe it's 2. I don't know. Would you want to be one of those slots? Would you want to be the test?
Go to space? Go to space? Hell yeah. Listen, the worst kind of worst if I die, something happens. At least I died in space. Like, how many people say that? I mean, obviously in the future, I'm sure a lot of people will be able to say that, but like, like, what happened? Like, oh man, they went into space and the latch opened up and they all died or froze to death or whatever. I'm like, yeah, wow, that is a great way to go. Not a great way to go, but like, that is like, that's a hell of a story.
You had an amazing experience
before your name would
die.
Yeah, you would be a legend. Like, you wouldn't even get buried in the, like, well, obviously you're in space, they couldn't find your body, but your funeral, like, they put you like in like a rocket ship capsule. You wouldn't be in a regular coffin. You'd be a landmark. You'd be like buried like the princesses and kings and queens in Egypt get buried. Except you wouldn't have a pyramid. You'd have something else.
So no tomb, just moon dust.
Moon dust,
or moon crater.
Yeah, man. Like, you immediately go from like being a regular Joe Schmo to be considered like a pioneer. You die in space, you're a pioneer.
You would consider to be pioneer, because I forgot the astronaut's name. I think it's Sam Shepard.
Well, yeah, right. Like, imagine that in the history books, they'd be like, wow, I can't believe he sacrificed. And then like they find like, oh, he won a raffle and he volunteered. Like, what this they find out like the real reason why you went. Like, yeah, they have nothing to do. So I just signed up and I went and I died. But in the history books, they said I was a pioneer. So
Would you?
Guess what?
Would you? Because I think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. This one they're just orbiting. So, but when the flights are more normal, they're going like. When I say more normal, I don't mean where it's going to get to sooner than we think, apparently. But would you want to be? Say one of those early flights going to space station, or even one of the early flights, especially one of the ones that are going to the moon. That's the big one. Would you want to take you some ganja with you, some weed?
Hell yeah, smoke weed in space.
I know, right?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if I don't want to fuck that up. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't mind being the first. I don't mind like if you die in space, but like I don't want to die because the THC exploded in my lungs or something. And you die like that. Like, what happened to him? Like I don't know why he smoked. We told him not to. I mean, he signed a waiver, so whatever. Yeah, like I wouldn't want to try stuff. Like
I don't know. I mean, because you got a little pod thing, you got to use yours or whatever. So
see, that's why they send scientists up to space. They can't send regular people. You're trying all types of dumb stuff and just constantly dying. Like the death rate of space would be like 100% for non-scientists.
Yeah, people would take a keg up there to see if they could do a keg stand in space upside down. So instead of being an upside down keg, now you're right side up. But you're the keg.
Like you imagine like smoking, like and you inhale, and then like the smoke just never comes out.
Oh my god!
You're just trying to just blow. And
could you imagine?
Yeah, and your eyes just turn like devil red. You're like, what happened? Like
this is the highest smoke I've ever been.
Yeah, it's the highest literally I've ever been. I literally can see the earth from where I'm at right now. I'm like, man, you tripping.
Oh my god. But yeah, you're right. Joe Schmo will be trying to sneak something on there. You're like,
I'm sure somebody has. I feel like something like because the International Space Station is a whole bunch of different countries. Yeah, like them rules don't apply in space. Like you can't get arrested in space.
No, you can't. No, you can't. That's very true. Yeah. Damn. I'm sure if you killed someone up there, they probably find a way to charge. I don't know because you're out of every jurisdiction.
You out of
the world,
Earth jurisdiction.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's some stupid rule in some type of book, like just in case. Americans, they always got these just in case rules. Just in case you get murdered in space, that is 20 years alive. Once you get back on Earth.
That is true. That's true.
It's like you ever watch Star Wars? They're like, I'm wanted on Tatooine. Yeah, I can't go to that planet. I got a warrant out for my arrest on Jupiter.
And that's how it be. It would just be confined to that one planet. So as long as you don't ever go back to that one planet, you're good. So if you're in a space station, I mean, you're just gonna have to live at a space station.
Yeah. Does that kind of fall into Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, will it be like a galactic police that's just like, got your ass. No matter what planet you're going to, we got you.
That's why Trump came up with Space Force.
Space Force, probably, yeah, or just to be the first to have it. Sometimes America likes to be the first. Yeah, we got a Space Force against who? Yeah, just in case. You gotta be prepared. Prepared. Oh man.
Yeah. So next up, we were both going to talk about. It's kind of funny how it just came and slapped us in the face because it's a game that we have wanted for so long since it stopped being produced. Okay. College Game Day is coming back to the game systems. They are now bringing the game back.
NCAA. Let's do it.
Yes, buddy. NCAA college football is coming back. They're supposed to come back prep for the new system. So basically the PS4 generation and the 360 generation got completely skipped by NCAA.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the last game was NCAA 2014. So
2014?
Yeah, 7 years.
Okay, so 7 years. So not the 360 generation, but the
Xbox One came out in
the Xbox One and the
13, I think.
The PS4, they got skipped completely by that system. So I think it's going to look great. I think it's going to look absolutely beautiful because, I mean,
November 22nd, 2013 is when Xbox One officially released.
So here's my thoughts. The game has been, because they keep games in production, not production, but research and development for a long time.
Right.
For a long time. So the game's gonna be released. I don't think they gave us a date yet. Let me make sure. 2013 was last time it was made.
Right.
Doesn't say when it's coming back out, but it's been announced, and I'm thinking next year probably. Fall, maybe fall. So they've been working on this game for a long. They've been working on the game, not necessarily who each individual player, but the stadiums, the crowd noise, all the ambiance things. The things behind the scenes, and of course play styles.
Right.
This game's gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be a beautiful game.
Yeah, I think the biggest hurdle was the the whole collegiate issue with athletes.
Players need to get paid.
Paid, yeah. So I think that was probably the biggest drawback from what took so long for them to. I mean, I agree, man. They should get. I won't say they should get something because then somebody's gonna say, "Well, they get a free scholarship and free education." Okay, yeah, okay, right. But you can get that without playing sports.
Yeah. You need food. You gotta eat. You gotta live a little bit.
Oh, and the schools make money off these papers. It's not like they give you some for free, but like even if you were an athlete, you could still earn scholarships to go to school for free and get and do that whole take it that way. But like
plenty of education scholarships out there. That's actually the most scholarships they give are education and that kind of education and music scholarships and the art scholarships are the ones they give out the most anyway.
Yeah.
The sports ones are given out, but they're not given out as hugely as the other ones.
Well, with the bigger schools probably pay a lot more, but like they bring in like tenfold, thousandfold as far as revenue for the school, especially I mean, obviously I can always bring up the Alabamas and the Ohio States and stuff like that, but I see why they don't do it now because it would just be it's so hard to figure out if they deserve it. Well, they obviously deserve it, but like if there's a certain amount or like it's so many different schools and there's so many different rules and there's so many different players, so many different teams, so many different other athletics. Like, how do you judge who gets what? And one school can't get more than the other because then everybody would just transfer to that school.
So I still have my same argument that because we actually discussed this a couple years ago before we knew about the game about the players because when it came out that they decided to pay the players, we were like, okay, how much should they get paid? That was our discussion. I still have the same one as I said before. A little better than minimum wage, but not millions. I don't think you should be making millions of dollars in college when you're trying to work up to that next level.
You can't. There's no way you can because I don't even think the rookie minimum rookie contract in NFL is like I don't forget what it was, but it can't be compared. Like they can't make even close to the amount of professional players make. It'd have to be some form of tier pay depending on performance. I guess.
Okay, depending on, but see, if on tier pay, if you do a tier system, then you're basically saying if you're second string or you're third string, you're definitely gonna get paid less than these other ones. So go ahead and get used to this is how life works.
Well, maybe it'll make it more competitive, though. You strive to be a better, and I think academics should play a role too.
That's what I'm gonna say because what if you decide, okay, I've got to really focus on football so I can get that, so I can go from tier 2 to tier 1. But if I do that, then my grades are definitely gonna slip because I'm already very little time. But so somebody's gonna have to suffer.
Yeah, I think good grades plus good play should equal good pay, if that makes sense. Yeah, because it's harder to have good grades and also be a number 1 draft pick or top 10 draft pick, right? So if you can do that, then you deserve to get some type of compensation. But if you can only do one or the other, then you just kind of just accept the scholarship or whatever they're offering you.
Yeah,
I mean it's a weird subject because then it's like if they get paid, then what about the girls volleyball team? They make money. They don't. And that's don't go to that.
And that's why the next thing I was going to say is okay. So now we got college football back. The game back. I can see EA paying every single player on that game, everyone.
Yeah, because you're using. I don't think they put they don't put their last name, but we know who it's supposed to be.
we know who they're supposed to be. So they're using their likenesses.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've got the money to do it. They can pay every single player out there, on this game. I think that has more of a play into the Supreme Court's decision than anything else, because now you have a company out there who can basically lift up what the school is going to do. So say the school decides, okay, we're going to pay all these students minimum wage. That's it. Boom. Every student, and they're not going to differentiate between the students. They're not going to choose, we're going to do sports, but not academics. We're just going to do everybody gets minimum wage.
Right.
Cool. But if you are in sports and you have, a company coming after you or whatever, and they're using like the group of sports, which is they do for baseball and football, of course, and even basketball, then I can see a tier system being used there and being used effectively, because now you're not paying for academics. You're not worried about academics. The game is just the company. They're just worried about, hey, we just got to pay these guys X amount of dollars. If you're a star, you're a star. But this is our cap. We can't go over that cap. I can see that working out in a better example.
It's tough. It's I don't know. I think that's probably why they haven't done anything, because it would just be so complicated and confusing. I mean, they can barely get the playoff and BCS system in check, let alone, trying to figure out some type of monetary amount for 100,000. How many student athletes? 100,000 plus, probably.
That's why I think they should always.
That's just like Division I, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, that's why I think they hard to make the minimum wage. The way it's just cut and dry. You don't have to go back and forth between academics or volleyball or soccer or football. It's just, hey, if you're a student at our school, whatever we decide to pay this student, we're going to pay every student. I don't care if you're the star football quarterback or you are, the best debater we have. You deserve more, and you will get more in your next chapter. But in this chapter, we're just paying you this. If a game comes out there and talks to your coach, because it's going to be done by the coaches. It's not going to be done by the sports. You know what I'm trying to say? The guy, the athletic director.
Right.
So it's going to be done by the athletic director. The athletic director says, okay, we want all these likenesses in there, but we don't want you to overpay our players.
Damn, that's a funny one.
Yeah. It'll be used because now the athletic directors got to say, okay, they're going to pay all of our students. No, they're going to pay all my players, all my football players, another $20,000 a year.
Shit. Okay. I wouldn't even go to the NFL. I just play in college, keep getting educated. Like, how much eligibility do I have? I'd be out there. That's not a bad check. Still playing college football. Like, yeah, be careful with that. I'm a doctor. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, touchdown. Like shit. Man.
So you're making about $50,000 just in college because of the game, and also minimum. You're only making minimum wage, but then the game supplements that.
I was gonna say, why? Like, speaking of, why isn't that like an alternative route? Why isn't like eligibility? I can't even. That's a hard word for me to say. With Invisalign in my mouth, that is a hard word to say. Like, I'm gonna bit my tongue. With college athletics eligibility, it's why isn't it like just like continuous? If you continue your education, like you should be able to continue to play sports in college as long as you're still pursuing a degree. So then that way you're learning, you're able to still have a career once you're out of college, and also have the option to play professionally and still have a degree at the same time. Or is that asking for too much?
No, not really, because but it's kind of, they do it kind of reverse right now. Not right now, because a lot of players are redshirt their first year. You have them graduating the year prior or in December prior to the season. So they've already graduated, but they still owe the school
play
another season of play, and they'll play that season.
Oh, so they have to play. If you're registered, you have to play the year you registered it or registered it.
Yeah, you basically you owe them a year. So you use the scholarship. You haven't had to do anything. So you use the scholarship. So you're in the hole basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if your leg gets snapped that year,
oof, that sucks, man. Any other sport with football, you're probably good to go.
Yeah, football.
It's just oh man. But I'm just happy the game is back. Kind of cute. I haven't since 13 or 14, whatever. I haven't played since then, obviously, and I don't even think I played those years. I don't think I played NCAA football since I was actually back in school. And even then, and my school was so small, we were not on the game. So
I can tell you the year I played. I can play that 2008 was the last year I
2008.
played. 2008 because I was deployed and I didn't have them. Of course, you're not taking the spots with you. So I deployed, came back.
You can't now.
Yeah, hell yeah, you can now.
What? You mean Afghanistan with a PS5? Like, I ain't got time for that. I'm playing Warzone. I ain't got time for this real Warzone.
Yeah, I know.
Digital Warzone. Shit. It'll be like that in the future. I guarantee. It'll be just like Call of Duty. Except we'll be controlling like robots and androids instead, and they'll do the fighting for us. And whoever loses, they just conquered your country, I guess.
They use that same method of thinking in two movies that I remember. One's a relatively new, not new, really is not a really old movie. Have you heard of Ender's Game?
I think so.
Okay,
is that like Ready Player One?
Sort of, kind of. It kind of is in a sense, but you're not the person isn't going into it virtual reality, but one person is controlling. You're controlling the entire armies but you think you're just playing a video game. That's all you think you're doing. You're just playing the video game. Blah blah. This is fun. This is military training. We're training for the military, but we're not doing anything yet. Lo and behold, on the other side of that screen, off in space somewhere, you got millions of people dying trying to follow your orders.
It's called Ender's Game. I might watch that later.
It's actually a pretty decent movie, honestly. I mean, because the way it twists. But and then another movie, which kind of funny too, it's an old movie. I don't know if you ever seen it or you've heard of it, but the name of the movie is called Toys, with Robin Williams.
Oh, I was gonna say Toy Story.
No, it's Toys. Robin Williams stars in it. It's actually a really good. It's kind of an off movie, but it's actually a really good movie. And in the movie, one of the scenes is they are making video games. They run a toy company, so they're making video games. All of a sudden, the general there is saying, "Yeah, they're making video games because the Robin Williams character asks, why are you making video games?" The general tells them, because we're training them for war. And then on the other side, you got a little android guy who's walking around doing the stuff that they're doing on the video game because they're controlling him.
Yeah, that's probably like a really popular concept too, just in general. I'm sure there's like hundreds of other movies, same type of.
But it shouldn't be that way, because if you think about it, there's these two robots or whatever androids fighting, but there's always civilian casualties in war. Yeah, always.
I mean, there's got to be. You almost got to just throw one in there just to make sure the numbers are, the usual. Like, so it should go out there right there.
It's not something that should be taken lightly, in my opinion. It's something that they should. I think they should. If you want it to look like a video game, to make it lifelike, make the blood real, make the feeling real.
Yeah, but then you be traumatizing so many damn people. Like,
oh yeah.
It wouldn't even. You have to have like a mental health clinic literally right after that.
Oh yeah.
PTSD from Call of Duty. Oh god.
I could only imagine. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Man. But yeah, that's I think that'd be a cool concept. Obviously it'll probably pass my time and your time, and look forward to see what's in the future that I won't be able to look forward to see. So
hopefully we'll be looking down on something and seeing what's going on. So
I don't have anything else. I am all out.
See. So I think that's pretty much everything that I have. Oh no, I do have one last story. Because it's a Florida story. So let's go ahead and get this one in there real quick.
Okay.
So in Florida, we have a county or city named Frost.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
Frost Proof. One word. They have decided of all the months to do it in, they have decided to make the first week of February Donald Trump week.
Nah.
Seriously now.
Nah, I don't think that one's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
I mean, come on.
I think that's not gonna work.
Come on, man. Who in their right mind thinks, hey, I'm gonna take one of the most racist, not the most racist, because we've had plenty of other ones, but one of the most racist, one of the most racist presidents in history, and give him part of Black History Month. Let's just do it that way.
We already only got 28 days of that, depending if it's a leap year or not. And then I'm sorry. How about so why don't we make September 11th Trump week? How about that? Yeah, that's how you really want to mess up.
That's how you counter it. Yeah, that's a good counter.
Well, heads would explode. They wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like, that Tyrone Biggums, the black white supremacist, where he took his mask off and they thought I was black and everybody's heads blew up. I don't know how to feel.
I just don't get it. And here's the thing. The people who are not white in that. Okay, I'm not gonna say the people who are not Trump supporters in that town.
Oh my God.
You know how they're feeling right now, especially if you're black.
Better be. I almost think I believe that there's probably no black people in that town, in that county.
Unfortunately, Frostproof is not. It's a smaller county, but it's not tiny. So
Frostproof.
Yeah. So
everybody's like, man, I don't know. Frostproof. I gotta look this up because if I'm ever traveling, I know to avoid Frostproof.
I know, right? And that's the fun. It's not the reverse. So back in in the 40s and all that, we had the Negro Guidebook, which was basically the guidebook for where you get stopped at and not get lynched when you go places in the United States. That was what it was called, the Negro Guidebook.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have it in a different sense, but now we have it this way. It's like, okay, you're gonna put yourself out there on the news and you're not ashamed to say it. Cool. If you're not ashamed to say it on the news, then I'm not ashamed to tell you you're not somebody I'm ever gonna go by. I'm not gonna go by your town. I'm not gonna go by your city. I'm gonna avoid you with the plague.
Like what the hell? Like, how is this even legal? This is legal? Can I do this?
Yeah. Their council did it. Look at the pictures of look at the picture of the council.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, these look like. Freaking, Can you hear that buzzing?
Yeah, I don't know.
A little bit. But... Yeah, I don't know. Everybody wants to like do landscaping and God, I hate that. Like, I need like one of those things on my door that says like on air, like you know what I mean, like when you can press it, it'll light up. So then we can wait till the vacuuming activities and the the jingle bell music playing activities. We can wait. Just give me like 30 minutes. That's all I'm asking for. Like anyway, but yeah, Frostproof. I'm reading the story now. Declares first week of. Yeah, so if you're from Frostproof County and you're okay with this, don't ever watch our show. Don't talk to me. Don't let me find you. Yeah, don't.
That's not okay. It is not okay. I mean, just like he was trying to do a rally.
You can do a march. I don't care.
Juneteenth.
Yeah, do a march. Do it. Like, yeah, what?
You can do a march, do a rally. I don't care. Just don't give him part of our month. Don't give him part of our month. Don't give him any part of the Hispanic month. Give him I don't know. Give him July. There you go. Give him July. I don't care. You can have the first week in July.
I'm looking at the picture of I don't know if this is their city council or something. They literally look like one family.
It does. That is a great way to describe it. It looks like one family. They look alike. They are the same, about the same size, in the Bailey area.
Yeah, like
I
I
mean,
think it says Donald Trump
they're
was
white. They're white. I'm just gonna
he
come out and say they're white
received
and they're Trump supporters. Every single one of them are Trump supporters. I can guarantee you that every single one of those people on that picture are Trump supporters.
Yeah, well, yeah, they just
Allegedly,
declared
I'll
him
throw my I'll throw in my allegedly because I have to, but
yeah,
still,
that's all right. All right, the mayor, John Albert, is the mayor of Frost Point. Hereby declare February 1st and February 6th, Donald Trump week in the city. He didn't get a date. They get his mug a week.
Yeah, a week.
What a joke.
They were just waiting for something they could say, oh wait, black people get a month? Oh no. That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much. Nah, they get enough already.
Yeah.
They get enough already,
Yeah.
The pressure.
They get 2.5, 3 weeks tops, but they don't get no 4 weeks. No, that's not happening.
Yeah, he said he got 76% of the votes in the county out of the 100 people. So I assume 76 people. Yeah, yeah, fuck Frost Point. Well, it says it's Frost Point is
Frostproof, but
in Polk and Prue. My bad, I almost said Point in Polk County.
Yeah,
it looks like. I don't know where Polk County really is.
It's our back end, Grady Judge area.
The butt crack makes sense.
Yeah, Grady Judge.
Grady Judge ain't. I'm sure he ain't. Yeah, where is Grady? Wasn't Grady Judge, right? Judge.
Yep.
I don't know what the hell his name is, but
Judge. Yeah.
He okay with this? He approved this?
Oh, he's okay with it. Come on.
Yeah, I don't even support it. If anybody says anything, they tell them they can come down to the sheriff's office and talk to me.
Pretty much.
God, man, they just. I mean, at least they accept their, ignorance, I guess. But
they know who they are, and they're not afraid to show it.
They are who we thought they were. Yeah. That's what it is, man. But what can you tell them? What can you tell them?
Yeah. All righty. Well, with that being said, I don't have anything else besides what the Florida. Do you have anything else?
No, man. I am golden as a doodle.
All right. Well, let's get ready to play
golden doodles are things now.
All right. Let's get ready to play What the Florida.
All right. I'm ready.
Florida. All right. What the Florida really quick. I read 3 stories. He tells me where it happened at in Florida, north, middle, or south. Mm-hmm. And he loses every time, but that's how it works.
Undefeated. I'm like the 2017 UConn girls basketball team. Undefeated. 2 years. I think they were undefeated for like 2 years. Something like that. I don't know. They had a long streak.
I thought it was 3. I thought it was 3 or 4 years. I mean, they had a long streak going. And then they missed a year, and then they were the year prior to that year, the winners as well. I thought that's the way that went down. Could be wrong. I think that's the way that went down.
Oh, my mom called me. I'm getting these voicemails like late as shit. Like my phone would just have a random voicemail and it'll be something important.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready, babe.
Report. Woman shoots man in testicles after he tries to take her air conditioner.
After he tries to take her air conditioner?
Yeah.
And it's in Florida? Hell yeah. You gotta shoot somebody.
That's far. That's farther. Well, not right. I mean, it hasn't been air conditioner temperatures in like the last month and a half. Maybe a couple of days here, but it's not enough where you're gonna shoot my boys because I'm trying this to cool my house off too.
I mean, I don't know, but you steal my air conditioner, I might shoot you. I shoot you in the nuts. I probably would shoot you in the nuts. I shoot you though. I don't even got a gun. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but
I'm gonna find some way to get. I mean, you meant
I'm really good at threats.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna shoot you, Sorry, you don't have a gun. Like
that doesn't stop me.
Listen,
I'm still gonna do it.
I'll go to the store right now, buy a gun, and then shoot you. Damn, I can't say that because if I say that, like, even though I know I'm joking and you know I'm joking, I feel like if Siri is listening, she'll pick that up and then she'll notify Apple, and Apple will notify the authorities will know my location and they'll pop in and saying like, who you gonna shoot? I was like, damn, man.
I think the rule is as long as you don't put it used to be pen to paper, but as long as you don't put key or finger to keyboard, you should be good.
Yeah. Once you type, it's a wrap.
Yeah. So back to the story. A county woman is back in jail after she failed to show up in court for an aggravated battery charge. In October of last year, Kimberly Dunn, 35, shot her ex-husband in the testicles after he tried to take an AC unit, according to an arrest report. Dunn's estranged husband said he came to her home with his brother to pick up the unit. He had discovered that she was attempting to sell it on Facebook. The report said the couple were going through a divorce, obviously. When the man and his brother attempted to unlock the unit, Dunn sat on it to prevent the two men from taking it.
All right.
So, here it is. When the ex-husband approached, he tried to remove her from the AC unit, but Dunn produced a pink stun gun and attempted to electrocute him. According to the report, Dunn was struck in the head and dropped both the pink stun gun and a handgun. Dunn reportedly got up off the ground and shot him in the testicles with the handgun. The man's brother rushed Dunn to the ground and attempted to help pushed Dunn to the ground and attempted to help his brother and drove him to the hospital. That's story.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pause recording because this shit's driving me crazy. 1 second.
Okay, that was story 1. Now let's get on to story 2.
All right.
This one. So this one's good. This one's really good. If you were ever arrested and you want to flee the country, how would you raise money? How would you raise money for that? I just want to know.
Flee, like, so I need like a plane ticket. Yeah. How would I? Oh man, a plane ticket. I mean, like, damn, is it that hard to leave? GoFundMe, maybe, but I don't know what I would say.
Well, apparently, this guy knows exactly what to say. Florida man accused of sex crimes cuts ankle monitor, starts GoFundMe to flee the country. Here's the story.
Wow.
A fugitive from Florida is asking $2,000. Is asking for $2,000 to flee the country.
I am once again asking for your donation. Oh man.
Keith Morris Smith Jr., 29, is wanted in a county in Florida for violating the conditions of his release. Deputies say Smith abundant out of the county jail and cut off his ankle monitor. Smith was initially arrested in December of 2019, started of COVID, on multiple charges, including committing a sex crime on a person aged 12 to 16. Deputies say. Now Smith is asking for help from the public in fleeing from the country. Smith started a GoFundMe fundraiser entitled Trying to Be Free under the dreams, hopes, and wishes category of the website.
Damn, he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know. He said his donation go at $2,000. Quote from this website, from his GoFundMe.
Just to get away?
Yeah. I'm fundraising to basically live. I was on bond that was revoked over something I never did. Now I'm on the run.
I mean, at least he's honest. He might not have did it. Like, if you really do all that shit, you probably didn't do it.
Well, he's afraid of. Well, the guard continues on to say that he's afraid of going back to jail because if he goes back to jail, he believes he'll die. But after 3 days of being active, the website raised $0 for his GoFundMe, and so it was deleted. Of course, it was not deleted. It's not known if it was deleted by GoFundMe or by Smith himself, but it's been deleted. It might have been his chair's office. Like, hey, we know you on.
But like, how does that even work? What, it goes to like a bank account through GoFundMe? I'm sure you got set up some type of like
I think it's a PayPal thing. I would think it'd be a PayPal.
I don't know. That shit sounds too. Nah, I mean, the situation is just it's bonkers anyway. So.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
You're just gonna put out, hey, I'm running. Here you go.
You got Florida man doing Florida stuff. Like, you got to set the bar extremely low. Anything goes pretty much.
Pretty much.
Like, Florida man is like almost like, if you ever watched the Austin Power movies, that's what it's like. But in reality, riding sharks. Like if it was a story in Hillsborough County about Joe Schmo was caught riding 2 dolphins to get away from the
Yeah.
cops. I'd be like, I 100% believe that.
Yep. But see, that's the thing. The fact that we've had 2.5, in August or in October, it'll be 3 years worth of content on Florida, on just our Florida man segment alone.
Right.
Even though we had to go through some old stories because of COVID, we still have plenty of stories. That tells you how much Florida stuff there is out there. And I don't even get it all.
It's not just the Florida man, Florida women, they included too.
Yeah.
You know,
our top story was Florida
Floridians.
woman. So
that's what they should be called. Floridians. Floridians again. Here they go with this shit. All right.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. So, third story. Florida man attorney disbarred after caught in jail with his zipper down. Yeah.
Bro, how does that?
It's exactly what you think. It's exactly what you think.
These are two dudes?
One dude. In the end, an attorney for city in Florida, Andrew Sparks' desire to adult play behind bars with a convicted child pornographer cost him his legal career. So let me read that because it didn't come out right. An attorney named Andrew Sparks' desire to adult play behind bars with a convicted child pornographer has cost him his legal career. The 58-year-old man has been on probation since February 8, 2019, and is scheduled to remain so until February 7th, 2024. After pleading guilty to charges of bringing contraband into county detention facilities, he's already finished the concurrent 1-year probation for, I don't know how this worked out, for misdemeanor solicitation of prostitution. But the actions leading to those convictions and leading to Spark being caught with a zipper open, ready to receive another round of oral sex from an inmate he'd photographed performing this sex act on him previously.
Wow.
Led to Sparks
blackmailing him.
January 21st, disbarment. That put him on the Florida bar's monthly report of lawyers disciplined by the state Supreme Court, which came out Thursday. Damn. And according to the uncontested report of the case, referee and Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gutierrez 2017 announcement of Sparks' arrest. Sparks gave that one away. So
I didn't even hear the county.
You didn't? Okay.
No. Damn it. I should have.
Sparks' way of using his attorney privilege to take sexual advantage of women in county jails was revealed only when he tried to make the same arrangement with someone he met at a porn festival.
Is there porn festivals?
I didn't even know there's porn festivals.
I ain't either.
I mean, I know there's porn festivals like in LA. I know there's like one in like LA and like Germany, but I didn't know there was one here in Florida anywhere. I never heard of it.
I mean, what's considered a festival? More than 10 people? Yeah. Does music have to be playing? All right. So
let me read one last bit. Shauna Bocelli and her husband, Richmond McDonald, made adult films starring Bocelli. But videos they made featuring a 7-year-old led them to the county jail in November 2017 while waiting their federal court sentencing.
That's crazy. Ooh. What the fuck is wrong with people?
She was looking at 40 years.
That's wow. All right, so we got some perverts in prison.
Between the November 25th, 2017, 2 days before Bocelli would get 40 years in federal prison and McDougal would get life, Spark visited Bocelli. He knew them from meeting the couple at an earlier porn convention. Between then and the prison visit, Spark wanted to shoot some porn with Bocelli, but the sheriff said they couldn't agree on a price. He wasn't even her attorney. Oh, wow.
Some disgusting.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
First story.
Story one.
The air conditioner. I mean, the guy got shot in the nuts.
A Florida woman who shot the Florida woman who shot the Florida man in.
I'm gonna say South Florida because I feel like that's where it gets the hottest, and that's where you probably would be willing to shoot somebody that steals your climate control or AC or whatever it is. I'm going south. Final answer.
I would have said south too, but it is actually in Columbia County, outside of Jacksonville.
Damn it.
I would have said south too, because it sounds like something that would happen in the south.
Yeah, you know. All right, number 2.
The Florida man who has a GoFundMe trying to run.
That's a clever. No, it's not clever. Stupid.
And he only asked for two. By the way, he only asked for
that's
$2
here.
grand.
That's Central Florida. Central Florida.
At Central. This happened in Clay County, which is also in Northeast Georgia or Florida.
Damn. All right.
I will tell you, just so you don't say it again. The next one did not happen in North Florida.
Okay, so, thank God. All right. Last one.
The attorney who was trying to make a porn movie behind bars.
The pro bono attorney. Right.
Pro bono
attorney. All right. Where would I? Oh God, I'm gonna say, man, I know what I want to go with, but then like I kind of wanted to go with what I wanted to go with the first time, and I was wrong. But a part of me feels like I'm gonna be right, so I'm going south.
Going south. I think you should have went with the first one you thought because this happened in Tampa.
Central.
Yeah,
damn it,
Pinellas County.
Well, wait, who's the attorney? What's the attorney name again?
Andrew Spark.
You Spark. Oh, I might be mutual friends with somebody.
I'm sure.
You gotta be careful, man.
By the way, you're 0 for 3. But here's the thing. He's done it before. If he was so bold to do it then, he's done it and gotten away with it numerous times before.
Oh, man, I'm trying to see a picture of his face. Let's see. Oh, damn. There's one man right on the cover.
Oh, yeah. He's right there.
That sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. He's a terrible person for what he did, but damn.
Yeah.
Damn, my man is all over the Google images. Him and arrested inmate. Oh, the Antoinette Napolitano. I can't remember her name. Napolitano. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was the one giving dome to Mr. Sparks. And
oh, really?
Little did he know that would probably be the last time that
she was an attorney herself, wasn't she?
I don't know, but they both look like fucking crooks, so I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Well, with that being said, you have anything else?
Nah, I am golden. I would say this. Good luck to the Buccaneers and good luck to the Chiefs. Obviously, we're rooting for the whole hometown team. I hope TB12, Tom Brady, and the rest of the crew can bring home the championship, the Lombardi Trophy, which is already here, so I might as well leave it here. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a great week, great weekend, and go Bucks.
All right, sounds good. I really don't have much except for stay safe.
You can't say go Bucks as the Broncos in the background. Yeah,
stay football. Hey, it's my adopted hometown. Tampa is my adopted hometown.
Okay.
So I will say go Bucks,
Okay.
Because but I can also say go Chiefs because I like them both. Jesus,
all right.
But I don't have anything else. So on that, I am Sean the King Notorious.
And it's your boy Ciroc the Mike.
Thank you for listening.
Peace.